excited. Finally I'm taking care of the exhaust on my Mustang, and found a shop with good reviews on Google. Only about 5-10 minutes away from my hotel. It's called Kissimmee Muffler, and the guys open at 9. I was here like at 8:30. 9 o'clock it's closed. 9 o'clock closed. Like finally 9:10 they open. And even before they open the office, they put my car on the hoist. I explained the problem is that it's touching the frame. The guy seems very capable, so they're gonna take a look, see how they can fix it, get it away from the frame. Just to show you guys, so this is what's happening. See, over here it's touching on the driver's side. There's no space. Like this left pipe is all screwed up. Over here we have lots of space, but this pipe, you know. So this was done by Ford in Cambridge, Ontario. Richhill Ford, shame on you. Well, they fixed it. They changed the hanger, and it's still close on the left side, but the guy, this Louis, he ensures me that it's not gonna go. It's like probably, I don't know, 5 millimeters there now, but they put a much bigger hanger, and they tried to correct it. Like they loosened the clamps on the front, and they try to move the pipe because it sits a little bit lower than this one. On that one there's like this much space, you know. But I think that's what it was before. Like that's what it was originally, and now he says the hanger is much thicker. That the one I had before was already breaking, you know. And so yeah, I'm not changing. I canceled the mufflers, the new ones. I'm keeping the 3-inch pipes, and that's my new shiny differential. You know, it sounds awesome. And also another thing that happened is I called the repair custom weld, and the custom item was I think I told me like 32 bucks. I said, geez, come on, I'll give you let me give you a tip. But I didn't have cash. I said, make it like 38 or 40 or something, you know, like, come on, $32? Because this thing was causing me so much, you know, so much stress. See? Yeah, now it's gone. Booked an appointment for Ford to calibrate the speedometer, but you know, those guys would charge probably like 100 bucks, you know. And so I called Hypertech, right? This is what the tuner looks like with the cables. And I said, why I don't see, because it's all, you know, custom programming inside. I said, why I don't see the gear ratio option on my tuner? I'm pretty sure I saw it on when I had Ford F-150. And so I talked to support, and the guy recommended, he says, we only give that option when hold on, where is it? We only give that option when you need it, you know. He says if you don't need it, and so he says, did you check your
GPS is connected?
What? And he says, did you check your speed with the GPS? I said, well, I don't have a GPS. And he says, the guy on the, you know, from Hypertech, he says, do you have No, I don't want miles per hour, you know, I want, because it's more accurate, accuracy rate, incorrect. And that's what he told me. He says, go settings, general, enable speed unit. Yeah, here we go. And 1 kilometers per hour, because it's my speedometer, you know. I do have miles, but only like 20, 40, 60, 80, you know, it's not accurate. Like, I know kilometers. Show notification when Google Maps is open. Okay, so no kilometers. Anyway, so that's what he told me. I didn't even know such a thing existed. But what the guy says is that he says on Toyotas, actually, so I was wrong when I left a comment. Well, we'll see now after we do the test. But this guy says that actually a lot of modern cars do not require speedometer calibration. The computer adjusts automatically, because he says it does not read the speed. It's not like on a semi trucks where the sensor, you know, will be screwed up for sure. I know that because I did this so many times on my semi trucks. But he says on Toyotas, for example, he knows for a fact rear gear change does not affect speed, you know. And so now we're just gonna go, we're gonna go for a drive. Oops. Oh, okay. We're gonna go for a drive, and I hope you guys can see it. And I'm gonna just pick up a speed, let's say 35, which is that 48 plus 8, that's 56. So I'm gonna pick up, let's say 60 kilometers over here, which is easy to match, right? The big number. And 60 kilometers is about 40. Okay, we're doing 40 kilometers, 37 over there. Okay, 50 over here. 49. See? Okay, 60. On the speedometer, it's 60 kilometers per hour. On the GPS, 58, 59. So the guy was right. Because, you know, there is always a small inaccuracy between the speedometer and the GPS. Like, if this car required tuning, I know the difference would be about, the difference is about 300 RPM. So at 60 miles per hour, it would show 75. You know, it's like, it's a big difference. So if there's only a couple of kilometers, that's normal, you know. So unbelievable, huh? You know, so you guys who said that you don't need it, you were right. Basically, what I didn't take into the picture is that it's a new car. It's a new technology, right? This app. So he says go to you know, Play Store and download the app. He says it's free. It's called Speedometer. I said, you kidding me, right? He says, yeah. Like, I don't know why it didn't happen to me before. I mean, didn't occur to me before. Okay, now I see 63, 61. Yep, right on the money. Unbelievable. And that's why Ford said, I called him in the morning. I said, guys, I booked the appointment, but I don't know if you can do it. Can you hook me up with your service department? And she said, okay. but the guy was not there. I just left him a message. But she told me before she put me on, she switched me to his number. She says, yeah, I talked to the guy. He says they can do it, but if you want to double check, I can hook you up. I can transfer you. I said, okay, can you do that? And then she transferred me, and I couldn't reach the guy, so I left him a message. But now I see that's why. You know, like if you're an idiot, right? And you think you need an update of your speedometer, you take this car to a Ford, and the Ford will charge you $100 probably, right? And so yeah, now your speedometer is accurate. I bet that's what they wanted to do, you know. So I thought this repair of the muffler would cost me around, I was thinking like $200–300. Right, well, that would be for sure with the new mufflers. The new mufflers were $77 each, and this is all US, so $150. And then I would need a pipe, 2.5-inch pipe, 2 of those. That's probably at least like, I don't know, $50, probably $40 each, because this guy charged me here. Look, like his price was cheap, but check this out. Okay, $15 for the weld, but for the custom item he charged me 22. Well, actually it was like also 15, but I asked him to add the tip. So just for that big hanger out of heavy steel, see, like the metal parts are expensive. And that's why I'm super happy that I decided to keep this, because I love this sound, even though it drones a little bit, but it's such a nice sound, you know. Makes me feel like a kid, you know, like when I was 20–25 years old back in Russia. I would never dream that one day I would have a car like this, like, you know. So I'm not spoiled. Like, you know, if you start with a Lada with 60 horsepower, let me say that again, a 4-cylinder car back in the day, top of the line, was 60 horsepower, right? Then there was a Moskvich, the competing brand. Some people like them because they had 72 horsepower or 71, but I know it was 70 something, so it was more power. And some people say, oh geez, you know, we like Moskvich better, but it was heavier, and Lada was better made. It was made better because it was pretty much stolen from Fiat, or I don't know, maybe they had the license. And somebody asked me if I see a difference between 315 and 373. A short answer, yes. A short answer is yes, sir. It's awesome. Because now my RPM went up, so the car has no lag whatsoever when you push gas, you know. So basically now I gotta be careful with this. Something is vibrating over there. I think it's some stuff in my pocket. Door pocket. And I love the exhaust. See that metal sound disappeared. The guys fixed it, so the speedometer is accurate. Okay, 80 kilometers an hour should read about 50. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Okay, now it should be, yep, 79 kilometers. See? Accurate. Problem solved. I'm very happy today. That very productive day. If you remember the muffler, I could not fix it in Savannah. The guys did not show up. Actually, here was the same story. I was here at 8:30. They opened for some reason at 9. Like, I'm not used to this. Normally, like, the shops where I live, they open like at, you know, 8. And these guys open at 9, and then I'm there I'm waiting 9:05, 9:10, nobody. And then like 9:13, they showed up. But the guy was super nice. Name's Luis. Couple of guys, they have a welder. He saw the problem right away, you know, and you look at him, you see the guy is smart, you know, like a lot of mechanics, because they always troubleshoot, you know, like young guy, all in tats, you know. But cool dude. So anybody needs a quality work in Orlando area, like honestly, they don't pay me for this, just check out Kissimmee or Kissimmee Muffler. It's on American Way, not too far from 192. Just basically southern part of Orlando. That's how my new exhaust sounds. Well, new now.